Coming up on the StreetScape Show, we'll meet two local filmmakers with big ties to Hollywood. And a well-known chef dishes on some popular menu items at the Vine in St. Charles. Plus, we'll recap St. Charles Fashion Week, hot looks from the runway and cool shots from the red carpet. Welcome to the StreetScape Show, what's happening on your streets, presented by StreetScape Magazine and Xanadu Public Relations. There's a lot of blockbuster filmmaking going on right here in St. Charles, and this year a lot of really big actors have come to the area to make films. And we're here with Pirate Pictures producer Gail Gallagher, one of the best producers in the area. Gail, you've been working on some exciting stuff.
Yeah, I just got off of a project called 23 Minutes to Sunrise, which starred, among other actors, Eric Roberts, and an award-winning actor. It also had an actress named Nia Peoples in it, and a comedian named Bob Zaney. So they all came to St. Louis, St. Charles, well, St. Louis, to come be part of this feature film. And
you really have accomplished a lot. I mean, you really have done quite a bit. You have a lot of awards under your belt. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, we have Shadowland, our feature film, and that brought home a dozen awards, including this Freaky from the Orlando Freak Show Film Festival. A dozen awards from all over the world, which has been fantastic. But then any of the short films that we do, and we've done some commercial projects that we've gotten awards for, we really just kind of put our all into it. You know, if you're going to do a 48-hour film project where you make a 7-minute short film in 2 days, make it the best film that you can, and we're very proud of the stuff that we do, that we bring home the awards, and I think it really shows in the work that we do as well.
So the cost of production is lower, but what are the other draws of coming, again, right here on the streets of St. Charles?
What's amazing about St. Charles and St. Louis is locations. That Shadowland was filmed here in St. Charles, and we filmed modern day, and we filmed 1897. You go to the Soulard area, you're in the 1950s. You can go to Dogtown, and you're in a whole different era. You can go downtown, and it's modern day. You can find architecture here that can put you in the future as well. So I think that just in one city, you can film so many different looks and time frames that makes us a very appealing place. One of the things I'm most excited about now is the potential that Pirate Pictures and me personally have as far as doing more production. That we've really built our name, that people are coming to us now with more projects. There's a project that St. Louis actor David Conley has in the works that he just won an award for the script, and he's asked me to produce that for him, so I'm excited about that. That's called Raising Izzy, so be looking for that.
Well, you work with another creative character here at Pirate Pictures.
Yeah, Wyatt Weed is my business partner. He's our writer, director. He's the editor of most of the projects that we do, and he and I have known each other for about 25 years, but we started working together professionally about 5 years ago. And Shadowland was our first feature film that we did together.
Well, thank you very much, Gail. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks, April.
We're excited to talk to Wyatt, too. But before we do, let's take a look at their award-winning film, Shadowland.
We knew it was just a matter of time before she came back. Men with your ability have helped us before.
I understand you uncovered some artifacts yesterday while you were digging. I'm here to evaluate the importance of the pieces.
Are you from the church? What will you do if her reading is good?
I'll do my job like I always do.
And what if you're wrong?
Then I'll pay the price for it.
Don't do this.
Joining us from Pirate Pictures is Wyatt Weed. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us how it is that you decided to make a big picture right on the streets of St. Charles in the local Midwest.
You know, I spent almost 20 years in Los Angeles learning how to make films, and I hated Los Angeles. And I decided I got to get out of Los Angeles and get back to where people are nice and I can make stuff more cheaply. And that was the main motivation right there.
Tell us a little bit about this film that you guys did here, Shadowland.
Shadowland is about a vampire who has amnesia. She was hunted down and they tried to kill her and bury her in 1897. So they stuck a stake in her chest and put her in the ground, but 100 years later she's accidentally uncovered and woken up. But she can't remember who she is, she can't remember what happened to her, she doesn't even remember that she's a vampire. So you see her walking all around St. Louis trying to figure out who she is, but probably about a third of the film got shot right here in St. Charles. So if you watch, many people watch the film and the first time they're distracted by all the locations and they're going, oh, I know that person, or I've seen that place. Then they watch it the second time for the movie and they end up enjoying it the second time because they're not distracted by the locations anymore. But it's a great showpiece for St. Louis.
Now, you yourself had a brush with fame, right? You've had a couple of them.
Couple of brushes.
Star Trek and Predator 2.
Yeah, Star Trek, I didn't have any lines of dialogue, but there was a third season episode of Star Trek The Next Generation called The High Ground. And I'm a very featured character in that. And that was just a pleasure to be a Star Trek fan and then to be on that set was a real thrill, and to work with people like Patrick Stewart and LeVar Burton. That's just, you just stand there and just soak up. You just learn from them just being on the set with them. And then Predator 2, I had a friend who was a stuntman who had performed in the Predator suit, and they were shooting Predator 2, and he called me short notice and said, hey, I've got something else I've got to do this day, and I know you and I are the same size. Can you come and be in my Predator suit? And I was like, sure I can, absolutely. And I was the runt Predator. I was the smallest Predator there, because it's the big scene at the end where all the Predators come out and they surround Danny Glover. And I'm a fairly big guy, but every other guy was like 6 or 8 inches taller than I was. So if you watch the film, the shortest Predator is me.
A career in LA, bringing big films to St. Charles, Star Trek and Predator 2. What's next?
Well, we're continuing to develop more feature films. We're working on a romantic comedy called Max and Lucy with another filmmaker. We want to do a couple of movies about real-life crime events that have happened in the local area. And we're even working on, believe it or not, a kind of a sweet family film about a puppy dog. So we do vampires and we do puppy dogs.
Thank you very much, Wyatt.
Oh, you're welcome.
Take us to break, will you?
Okay. Stay tuned for more of the StreetScape Show. What's happening on your streets?
We are just about to walk through the doors for a fashion event that's going to blow your socks off. So I'm excited. I hope you are too, because St. Charles Fashion Week Friday night is just about to begin. Let's go.
I'd like to welcome you all here tonight. This is our finale.
This is amazing. I feel like we're in Las Vegas or something, like at a poolside fashion show or something.
The support is incredible. I mean, people started walking in right on time, so that says a lot. You know, Friday and Saturday, the tickets are sold out. So this event is really growing.
A neat thing to see everybody here and see all the seats taken and everything. It's really showing that, you know, St. Charles has some fashion sense too.
We're not doing it one time, but now 3 times. So that means it wasn't a mistake. This is a tradition. So I look forward to joining you in the years to come.
excited to be here tonight and see what's coming up next?
I mean, I love fashion. I do love fashion magazines. And I was at the event, emceed the event on Thursday. It was a great event, but this is so much more fun because it's outdoors and it feels like almost like you're in Vegas or something like that.
Honestly, I couldn't do this without the girls that are helping me backstage. They're all interns, they're all volunteers, and they've all been yelled at.
When you can't find me later on, you'll know where I'll be. It'll be right here at Cedar Lake. Yeah. I have one of the lovely designers, Nicole Moss, here from Moss Boutique, which is right here in St. Charles on Main Street. I'm actually wearing one of her gorgeous tops that she made personally for me. And how does it feel to be here tonight?
Exciting, anxious. I can't wait. The runway show is, I saw a little bit of it from last night, and it is amazing.
Fashion Week has brought a packed house every night. And you know what? If you missed it this year, guess what? They'll be back next year. It'll even be bigger and better. I can hardly wait. I've got my seat picked out right now, but right now, I'm gonna have myself a Pearl vodka drink because fashion can be exhausting, but fun.
Looks like we're good. All right. Hey, I'm Cary O'Brien, and I'm the salon guy. So thanks for coming into our salon today. You know, we just did 4 amazing nights of hair at St. Charles Fashion Week. And a lot of people coming up to us each night and saying, hey, how did you guys do that amazing hair? So every single night, we have to work with the makeup artists, the hair team, of course, and the designers and find out what they're going to do. So we storyboard every single night. We know what our looks are going to be like, and then we try and reproduce them every single night. So come with us today as we talk to a couple of our stylists in the salon. We're going to recreate what we did on the runway for Fashion Week. So hello, Ashley. What are we doing here?
We did some diva with some natural over curl, and we teased it and made it really big, and now we're just pulling it over to the side.
So we tease up the base, we've got a nice natural curl going, and then we pull everything up to really exaggerate what we did in the center and kind of make it a little bit extra big. Something very age appropriate. She can wear it for anything. She can wear it with jeans, she can wear it with all kinds of outfits, and she feels extra special. Do you feel extra special? Extra special. We love that. All right, and let's go down to see what Kate's doing. Hi, Kate.
Hi.
So here we are, her model. Really super cool braid here that we did on one of the nights of the Fashion Week. And we take a second braid coming across the front, pick the second braid, wraps around the first braid right there as you see Kate doing, and then she had some nice big curls, but we kind of do a nice hand teasing and just pushing the curls back and gives her like a little kind of a, I call it the pet rat on the shoulder thing there. Pet the rat. There you go. Don't massage the rat, pet the rat. There we go. And so these are 2 really fun looks that you can reproduce at home, have a friend help you with, or you can of course come into the salon. And so that's what we want to help you show every single time. Check out StreetScape Magazine. I'm Ask the Salon Guy in StreetScape Magazine, or www.Cary O'Brien's, or visit us at Salon at Cary O'Brien's Design and Color Spa here on Zumbelt Road in Bogey Plaza. Let's see what we're doing over here. If you love the rat, I think the rat's great.
Hello and welcome back. I'm April Trupiano and I'm here with Diane Strassner, and we're talking about this jiggle machine which actually melts away the fat. Diane, tell us about how that actually, the technology that makes that work.
Well, this is whole body vibration, and the technology was put into machine form by a Russian doctor for the astronauts to save their bone density because they lost it being out in space for long periods of time. And that solved the problem. Then over the last 35 years or so, they realized it helped about 30 more things about the body, like fibromyalgia, MS patients, and it helps with neuropathy, stroke rehabilitation. It's really amazing results. Decreases pain, It's just amazing, amazing.
So will you show me how it works?
Yeah.
If I climb on up?
Yeah, hop on up there. Just turn it on. Okay, and you can speed up here or down here. Or here. And there's other speeds on here, and there's also a USB stick with 6 more programs. But it's very good for toning and firming, and also it helps lose weight. One thing to aid in that is using a protein shake 15 or 20 minutes before you get on the machine. It totally attacks the fat and not the muscle.
So you can actually get, Diane, you can get a 10-minute, you can get an hour's workout in 10 minutes.
Yes, the vibration, there's actually 3 different types of vibration going through your body right now, and it does work 100% of your muscles, where at a gym you only work 60%.
So can you show me some exercises so we can take a look
Sure,
at how simple
sure.
these are?
Well, on this chart, if you want to work a certain area, you just choose 1 or 2 of these positions in a 10-minute period, and you hold that position for 1 minute. And then it's too hard on the body to hold it for 10 minutes. But if you want to tone and firm your tummy, you turn your toes in like you're pigeon-toed on the machine and stand up straight, and then you put your palms in your palms, and that really works this area. It really works this area.
I do feel that in here. I feel it all up and down.
It really does tone and firm. I actually, when I first got the machine, I actually went down 2 pant sizes in 8 weeks, and all I did was stand there. I wasn't watching what I was eating. Now I watch what I'm eating, and I've lost 12 pounds, so I'm really happy about that. But if you want to tone and firm your thighs, I didn't see one on here for thighs, but you can turn your toes in again and put your knees together and bend your legs a little bit. And
that's so easy.
That tones your outer thighs. And then there's one for the inner thighs as well for the ladies, because we seem to have that problem. You turn your feet out and bend your legs a little bit. It's pretty amazing results.
We can hold that for a minute, yes?
Yeah, and then I have a video on my website, and it says hold it for 3, but build up to that, because sometimes if you do it for 3 the first time, you might overdo it and you might get sore. But really, working out at a gym, you can get sore, and this would take all the soreness out. And some people still work out at a gym, and they still use this machine. And this is recommended 3 to 5 times a week. This is great for the geriatric population to keep them mobile and independent, because it helps with balance, circulation, coordination. It helps them get up out of the chair easier, get up off the potty and get out of bed easier. It's really awesome. It helps them so much, and they love it because it's only 10 minutes. They just love it.
Diane, thank you. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Coming up next on the Streetscape Show, we're going to be visiting the Vine, a really unique restaurant here in St. Charles.
I'm Robert from D'Oliva's Oil and Vinegar on historic Main Street, and what we're going to do today is we're going to prepare a tilapia dish, something quick, easy, simple, with just a few basic ingredients. And like I told you in last month's episode, the best foods are the foods with the fewest ingredients and the simplest to prepare. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out with some tilapia fillets, some egg whites. We're going to use some breadcrumbs. One of my favorite things to use is a raw unsalted pistachio, and I'm going to run that through the food processor. We're going to have a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and then we're going to prepare it in a skillet with a little bit of a high heat blend of extra virgin olive oil. You can also do this in the oven on a cookie sheet. What we're going to do next is we're going to place our raw and unsalted pistachios in the food processor. So then what we're going to do next is I'm going to take equal parts of the raw unsalted pistachios in a bowl with some seasoned breadcrumbs, a little bit of sea salt, and a little bit of coarse black pepper. This is a lot of fun. And then I'm going to mix this up So we've got our pistachios and our breadcrumbs mixed up. I've got my skillet going, and like I said, you can just as easily do this on a cookie sheet, and that's how my wife and we frequently do this dish at home. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to take my tilapia fillet. I'm going to put it just in the egg whites. I'm going to coat it. I'm going to coat it in my pistachio and breadcrumb mixture. I'm going to stick it on the skillet. We're going to cook our fish for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side until it gets a little golden brown. All right. Oh, that's just perfect. Now what I like to do with this is I like to serve this with a side of brown rice and a salad. It's absolutely delicious. And the next time you come down to South Main Street in historic St. Charles, just bring your receipt from any shop on the street to Deal Eva's and we'll give you 10% off. And to find out more about Deal Eva's, see us in StreetScape magazine or at www.dealevas.com. We'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bon appetit.
Welcome to What's Cooking in St. Charles County. We're here on Main Street at the Vine, a very unusual restaurant owned by Michael and Cara Gatto. Thank you guys for having us. This is such a lovely restaurant. Really, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
You guys have a really unusual story. Please tell us how you came to own this restaurant.
Well, it's kind of a long and short story. It was our favorite restaurant when we moved here about 3 years ago. And we used to come here all the time, then we found out it was going to close. So we decided, hey, do you want to do this? Do something for the community. So we got married across the street at Gazebo, had a reception here, went on our honeymoon, and we bought the restaurant. In fact, I bought it as a wedding present. She wasn't very happy at the time, though, just so you know.
So your husband gives you a restaurant for a wedding gift. What was your first thought? What went through your mind?
Well, I think at first, when we first thought and talked about it, it was, this is great. We're going to have something in the community. We were looking for something to do in the community. And then for the first 9 months thereafter, learning the ropes, that was, I was thinking, of giving it back. but
She did.
But then after that, as things started to come together, probably from 9 months to a year, as things started to come together, it just, we really love it. I love it now. At first, I honestly think we were a little bit crazy.
We were nuts. Yeah. Nobody in their right mind would do something with the economy. What helped us a lot, though, was a lot of our people actually came here to eat. They really kept us encouraged to keep it going.
Yeah. You guys are not only keeping the restaurant going, you're donating everything to charity. How are you guys able to do that? Most people would say that's almost impossible.
Well, it's tough. I mean, we have to kind of watch what we do, but we're both kind of on our second parts of our life. It's like second career, second part of our lives. I worked for a long time in a family business. I was very fortunate to, make my money there, and then moved out here to the great Midwest, which is just a great place to live. And Cara was living out here at the time, so we decided, hey, this is where we're going to make our home. And we said, okay, we got enough to live on, let's try and share it with somebody else. And that, it feels good to give. She's the most giving person I've ever met in my life, so I say, let's just follow along.
You guys have a lot of locals come in all the time, right? They come back over and over again, but this is really a great place for date night. Is that what you guys are known for?
I think so. We're kind of a destination for dates. It was our favorite date place. We have very unusual requests sometimes here for dates. Some gentleman will call me up and say, it's my first date. Well, automatically got to run out there and get something special for him. Get a flower or something, try to give him a little extra dessert. We treat everybody like it was their first date anyway. We have this little couple, Frank and Marge, that come during the winter, not during the summer. He's like 95, she's like 89, and our favorite table's upstairs, and they sit up there and they hold hands, and I've actually had to have people move off that table when they've shown up.
Well, great. Let's go see what Sam's cooking up in the kitchen.
Can't wait. Let's go.
Michael, I know that the magic starts outside with the guests, but what really sparkles is in here, right, with Sam's cooking.
Exactly. When we decided to buy the restaurant, the first person we asked was Sam. We said, okay, we're thinking about doing this, and we said, Sam, are you going to stay with us? He says yes. If he didn't, we weren't going to do it. Because honestly, we come into this restaurant, Sam does everything better than anybody I've ever found, okay? We fell in love with the food all the way through. And the key to his thing is, I think, is everything's so simple. He doesn't try to over-season, doesn't try to overcook, doesn't try to put too many sauces. When you taste it, it's what it's supposed to taste like.
Well, we hope you enjoyed our visit to The Vine in St. Charles, right on Main Street, a restaurant with a commitment to community. They're open every night for dinner, and you can find them at www.thevineonmain.com. Salute! Thank you guys very much. Seriously, really fun.
Can't wait for you to come back and sit down and have
I'm
dinner.
excited. I'm actually going to bring my honey.
That's right. Make it a good date night.
We're going to have a date night.
Yeah.
There have been a lot of challenges to this economy, but one of the positive things, or a success story, has been the Emmaus Homes, where the economy has somewhat helped them in their mission. Dave Kramer, Chief Operating Officer of Emmaus Homes, will tell us a little bit about how the economy has helped Emmaus Homes.
A lot of the people that we serve and support, they're living off their Social Security benefits or minimum wage jobs, so the economy has actually allowed them to afford houses that they haven't been able to in the past.
So that then they're able to do more things on their own, to kind of acclimate into the community like anyone else, right?
Absolutely. It's really about them having a home of their own in a location that they would want to live in.
And so what kind of assistance does Emmaus Homes offer them then?
Well, it's really about supporting them maybe where their skills reach their capacity. So in other words, if somebody lives in a home and maybe they need support with making important decisions, we're there to help them make those decisions. Sometimes it's full physical care where we're actually in there providing full physical care for their supports. Whatever they need to live independently, we provide it.
So Dave, what is the ultimate goal then of Emmaus Homes with these individualized homes?
Our goal is to make sure that every person with developmental disabilities has a home of their own and lives where they want to live and is empowered to do what they want to do with their lives. It's a much more natural environment. You come home to your home. You have the ability to be a part of your community. You become a neighbor. You become a relative. Families can come over and spend time with you just like they would any other family member.
And now you have an initiative where you're actually placing more people in individual homes, several people kind of living together in a regular community. Tell us about that.
Well, it really is about what home means to the person. So, I mean, what you look at for in a home is really comfort, safety, value, and our people want the same thing. So our job is to try and provide that for them.
And Emmaus Homes is there to support and assist them and offer activities and services.
Absolutely. Some of it is really about helping them make good decisions, kind of empowering them to understand what are the opportunities for them and help them enjoy those opportunities.
That's a really nice medal.
And those other ones in there are medals.
For Special Olympics?
Yes.
Wow, that's a big accomplishment. That's great. Do you guys do things together?
Yes, we do. We once in a while go out to eat together, or shop together and stuff. Do nails. We get our nails done together. So
it's like a regular family.
Right.
Kind of thing.
I like to help others, be able to help others, and if they need help doing things, I like to help them. I volunteer with Chris Adams up at Emmaus, that's in charge of getting volunteers for them. And I do paperwork there. I do filing. I've done a little bit of computer stuff on spreadsheets and stuff for us.
And how has the neighborhood, the community, embraced these new neighbors that they have?
Well, you feel that there's going to be an animosity or there's a fear of the unknown, but the reality is as soon as they move in the neighborhood and they meet their neighbors just like you and I would, they're welcomed with open arms.
So how can people find out more about Emmaus Homes and how they may be able to help with all of the things that you offer?
Certainly. The best way is through our website, which is www.emmaushomes.org.
Well, thanks, Dave. April, we think what Emmaus Homes does for our community is wonderful. It's all about community, and we appreciate all that they do.
Thanks, Judy. Well, that's about it for this episode of the Streetscape Show, brought to you by StreetScape Magazine and Xanadu Public Relations. We hope you had as much fun as we did meeting people in the local St. Charles and St. Charles County community who have come back home to make it a better place. I'm April Trupiano, and you can find me at apriltrupiano.com. See you next time for what's happening on your streets.
Executive producer of the new show with StreetScape Magazine. Scylla, how does it feel producing a TV show for a magazine?
It's awesome. You know, I have a production background. I was a producer before going into magazine and PR. So it's a very simple transition for us, very easy transition. And it's a partnership with Xanadu and StreetScape, a joint venture, and the production is with STL TV. We couldn't be happier. They're doing a wonderful job. I think we're in for the long haul.